All right. All right. We're just going to give it 30 more seconds and we'll start right on time here at 7 p.m. South Africa time and 11 a.m. North America time for those of us chiming in from Canada. So thank you for being on tonight. If you are a guest, we really appreciate you being here. If you're a team, you are in for a treat of learning as well. And so my name's Kelly. I'm just going to actually come on really quickly and I'm introducing the guest speaker today. So I'm chiming in from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, just returned from a tour in South Africa. And it is my pleasure to introduce your guest speaker, who is phenomenal when it comes to product knowledge. Today's session is to share with you all of the amazing products that we have available in the South African market and most of these in the North American market as well, so that you know what's accessible for yourself and your health and your well being, and for you to share with those people as well that you care about. And I couldn't think of a better person to be doing this than Candace. So she's going to hop on here in a second, but I just want to introduce her properly. She's actually a platinum in the business. For those of you that know that what that means, it's the first main level of leadership. And she's one of the first three to hit it in South Africa in our team, which is phenomenal. She's an absolute leader. She's a team player. She has a background in wellness of 27 years. She's a natural health practitioner for the last 18 of those. She is extremely passionate about health and supporting people in living a quality of life. And she's also passionate about her mission, which I'm sure she'll talk about, which is being a mom of neurodiverse kiddos and really spreading the message and education that you can literally have quality of life and have health and lifestyle and love and all of that in a family dynamic when there's neurodiversities. And she's such an example of that herself. And I'm just super excited for us to learn. I encourage you to have a notebook and a pen and paper. She makes complicated science and products very simple for us to really understand what we have our fingers on here when it comes to the product available in our marketplace. So I am going to just pass it over to Candace and she's going to take it away. And so, Candace, without further ado, lovely lady, if you can come on, and we're just all excited to hear from you and learn from you.
Hello, thank you, Kelly. Good evening, everybody. I'm super excited to be here this evening and sharing with you all. As Kelly said, my name's Candace Hunter. I'm from Port Elizabeth, South Africa. Mom of two. I'm neurodiverse myself, as well as a neurodiverse mom of two. And as Kelly said, my background, I'm a natural health practitioner and clinical nutritionist, and I have my own transformation, skin and body and health clinic practice in Port Elizabeth, which I absolutely love. 9 months ago, these incredible products fell into my lap. I was at a point in my life and in my business where a huge supplier that I truly loved and cherished was taken out of the country, and I was left looking, and I had to pivot to find something that was the best of the best, that did what it said, that was quality, clinically trialed, backed by science, has the technology, and MPG fell in my lap and it ticks all the boxes in spades. So I'm really excited tonight to share some of the products that we have currently in South Africa and exciting products that are coming in the next month to 2 months. So just to share, I always share this, as Kelly mentioned, my meaningful mission of why I'm doing this business and loving these products is to inspire, empower, and educate 500,000 neurodiverse families and other families, especially mothers, to regulate their homes, restore their health, and rise into financial independence so that they can break free from survival mode, creating peaceful, joyful, abundant lives for generations to come. And as we go this evening, I will share my testimonial of the products as well as both of my kids, which have just been a shining light and a beacon of hope for so many different families around the world of what these products can actually do. Something I do want to say, straight off kind of things with all of our products, we cannot medically diagnose, treat, or cure all the testimonials that obviously the products are clinically trialed, so the results are the results. It does what it says it's going to do. Everybody's results are different. And what we have here is root cause healing, products that help from the root cause and not just treating a symptom. Okay, unlike conventional medication. So, next slide, please, Kels. So, this evening, I'm wanting to share why people are stuck and why they feel getting results is so hard. Okay. So most people's bodies are think that they're doing something wrong. Their body's stuck. They're like, I've tried everything, nothing works, never get results, really looking to find out what's the reason why their body's feeling stuck the way it is. And the body's actually, even though you feel stuck, the body's actually doing what it's meant to be doing in that stuck mode. Okay, to make sense of that. So we have a stress mode and we have a rest and digest mode, right? So what happens is most people are operating in stress mode. They are in survival mode. They are in fight and flight. I'm sure you've heard stress mode or fight and flight at some point in time in your life, but so many people are under long-term stress, and that is the silent killer, right? And what happens when our body is in this constant stress state? We start storing visceral fat, which we'll go into this evening as well, which is your really bad, unhealthy fat underneath the muscles, around the organs. And this is where all dis-ease, meaning a break in balance or ease in the body. And this is where illnesses come from, inflammation comes from, toxins come from, and so on. Blood sugar levels start to spike, which increases cravings and fat storage. It's just this vicious circle, as you can see there, and low energy fatigue. So many people wake up every morning and they got brain fog and they fatigued and they go see their doctor, and it's like, I don't know why I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. Kind of thing. What can I have for that? And they'll check and test and think, oh, all your levels are fine, but they don't realize there's deficiencies in the body, that they don't treat the stress. They just treat a symptom, right? And this is what I love. You could go to the next slide. So tonight I'm going to be educating you about the vagus nerve. So a lot of people may know what the vagus nerve is. Some people be like, what is that? You have one. Every living being, whether human or animal, has a vagus nerve, okay? And this is the body's control switch. So think of it as a light switch that goes from stress mode, flick the switch into rest and digest mode to find a homeostasis or a balance in the body. Our vagus nerve is our largest cranial nerve. It goes from the brain down into the organs, through the heart, past the heart, into the organs, into the gut. Okay. Some people may have heard of the brain-gut axis. Okay. This controls nervous system balance and controls over 1,100 functions in the body. Right. So, and this is what one of our main products, our flagship product, which I'm going to be speaking about in a bit, activates this vagus nerve. So hence root cause healing. Its functions is 1,100 functions in the body, and it regulates your stress response. It regulates digestion, your heart rate, hormones, digestive system, sleep, and more. Okay. And it acts as a communication highway. So just think brain, gut, organs. It's like, we call it the tree of life. It's an upside down tree, okay, that just branches out. And it determines whether your body is in survival or healing mode. Okay, you can go to the next slide. So now we've got two nervous systems. We got two parts. Is our stress mode, which is the sympathetic nervous system. And this is when we're in fight and flight. Think of constant on the go. Someone just bursts into your house with a gun. Your system goes into alarm stage. Okay. Now, how stress works, there's three parts to stress. In the stress scale, you've got alarm phase, you've got chronic phase, which is your long-term stress, where most people get stuck. Okay. We're supposed to have a sympathetic nervous system going all the time, right? But it's supposed to bounce back into parasympathetic nervous system straight away. But so many people get stuck there and those hormones start getting released. So we've got our adrenaline and our noradrenaline kind of thing that gives us that quick survive, but it's supposed to bounce back into balance. But what happens is long-term stress happens and our cortisol levels start sparking out. And that's what ends up causing type 2 diabetes because of too much cortisol, which leads to too much visceral fat, which leads to um, toxicities and blood pressure and cholesterol and all of these things, right? Where you need a pill for a pill for a pill for a pill, and it ends up, excuse my language, being a pharmaceutical shit show, right? Because of all of these different chemicals that we need a pill for this and a pill for that, and then you need a painkiller because of those tablets because it's affecting the bones, and then the painkillers cause digestive issues and constipation, and then you need a laxative for that. So you see my drift. This is what there's an effect for an effect for an effect, right? And then we get into, and that's where illness starts happening and the body starts breaking down, and then it goes into burnout. And that's when dis-ease comes and stage ones, fours, threes, etc. in illnesses come when the body's in a burnout phase, right? So our job is to try and get that system back into balance, finding peace, flicking that switch, activating that vagus nerve so we can get into the rest and digest healing mode. This is when your body feels safe. This is when it's regulated, your cortisol levels start decreasing, your blood sugar levels start balancing, fat burning takes place and becomes easier. Everything starts to balance. You sleep better, your pupils constrict, energy becomes stable as well, and the body can start doing what it's designed to do to heal and repair. Okay. What I always say a good way is with how to an analogy of being stuck in stress mode is think of driving your car with your handbrake on. Okay. You're driving your car with your handbrake on. You're not going to get too far and you're going to burn your engine out and seize it. And there's going to be smoke and there's going to be chaos and you're not going to get to point B. All we need to do is put the handbrake down. And that's what a product that we work with Fix helps you do. There's many ways to activate your vagus nerve, but some of them are not very pleasant. And they're very short-lived as well. I don't think many people want to live their whole day in a cold plunge kind of thing, you know. So short little bursts, it's going to give you a little bit of burst and activate it a bit, but it's not a long-term effect, right? So we want to go from survival mode into rest and digest mode. You can turn to the next slide. So they just summarized your stress mode this is when cortisol's flying, fat storage starts going up because your body, what happens is when it releases glucagon, which is your sugars from the liver, the body can only absorb so much at a time and then it stores as fat. Okay. Digestion reduces, energy's unstable, cravings all of a sudden happen. And this is when we start expanding. And healing mode, everything starts to balance, fat burning goes up. And what's great with one of the products we're going to be chatting about tonight, Fix, that is when it burns visceral fat for 9.5 hours. So we get our body and our metabolism into a fat burning zone as well. And everything starts to just be stable. Right. So when we look here at visceral fat, so visceral fat, why this is important is this is the unhealthy fat, as I mentioned. It's deep internal fat. We are supposed to have visceral fat, but we're not supposed to have a lot of it. It's there to cushion for insulation, shock absorption, and protecting of the organs. But too much of it, that is what ends up causing the dense hard fat as well, and where all illness and disease and inflammation comes through. So when people are riddled with a lot of inflammation and a lot of toxicity in the body, it's coming from the visceral fat. That's why, very interesting. So when you start going on a weight loss journey and you're working on burning visceral fat, how many people, you can put your virtual hand up kind of thing. How many people have at some point in time gone on eating plan and started losing weight and exercising, and all of a sudden they're sick? Because the visceral fat is burning and releasing, and toxins are being released in the body. So it's flushing out. That's why so many people end up getting sick in the beginning when they start a health journey. It's called a healing crisis, right? So this is not visible from the outside. It's not the jiggly fat, which is the subcutaneous fat on the outside of the muscle that you can grab and pinch. And it's driven by stress cortisol. Hence, we call it the cortisol belly, right? The Oros man, hormones, and also sugar imbalance. You can go next. So, as we said, the subcutaneous fat's the surface fat. It's less harmful, not as attractive. We got products to help with that, and with creating change and getting into fat burning mode, all of this will improve, as well as your visceral fat. You can go to the next one. So why this matters, okay? So the more visceral fat we have, the higher increase of inflammation that there is, disrupts the hormones, raises cortisol levels and insulin resistance as well. So a lot of people that have insulin resistance generally will have a higher visceral fat. This leads to constant fatigue, waking up tired, going to bed tired, no energy, brain fog, cravings, sugar cravings, stubborn belly fat. You tried everything, every diet under the sun, and you battle to lose belly fat, inflammation, chronic disease, pain, painful joints, etc. So the more we stress, it's a negative feedback loop. The more we stress, the more fat we store. So a lot of times when people are like, I can't lose weight. Okay, let's check at your stress levels. Let's get the vagus nerve balanced, and so the body can start functioning as it should and burning fat as it should. All right, you can go to the next slide. Super. So now to one of my favorite products. This, I have a code word that you can note down with each product that I'm going to share tonight to help you understand the ecosystem of products that we have at MarketPlace Global. So this is the reset effect. So Fix is our flagship product. I believe everybody should start with Fix, because we want to go from a body cannot heal if it's in stress mode. It cannot rest if it's in stress mode. So we need to take the handbrake down on the system so it can be balanced and start healing, resting, recovering, repairing, right? So Fix is a broad spectrum body reset. A foundational product. It's tasteless, it's odorless. You can add it to any liquid. Add it to your wine, add it to your coffee, add it to your water, your smoothie, your shake, whatever. It's stimulant free, colorant free, and there's no taste. And this was one of the big reasons why it was a big tick for me, because with my kids, they don't just put anything in their body. And for me, why this was really a game changer as a herbalist, most people that have tried natural things usually taste like grass, ass, or alcohol. Okay. So to have a tasteless herbal product really ticks a box, and it works with your body. It supports your nervous system, your metabolism. It burns visceral fat for 9.5 hours. It balances hormones, helps with brain function and focus and brain fog, and also works on your digestion. So it's your behind the scenes reset tool. What I love about this as well, it stimulates the body's natural GLP-1 in the body. So everyone's on a GLP-1 craze at the moment. And one of the reasons why this product was made, they were designed and developed to find a natural alternative to a GLP-1 Ozempic, right? So this product was helping with burning that visceral fat and aiding with metabolism and weight and stuff. It's not a weight loss product, it's a fat burning product. And so it's working and stabilizing from the gut. And this is where the root cause healing starts happening. It's one ingredient, matured hops extract, and it activates the bitter receptors in the gut that signals the vagus nerve to switch on. So handbrake goes down and starts to reset the system from stress mode into healing, rest, and digest mode. So cortisol levels go down, stress goes down, GLP-1 goes up, so it helps with appetite control, fat burning goes up, hormones start to balance, libido improves. That's a big thing in my clinic. So many people, like, I can honestly say, in my 17 years of practicing as a health practitioner in my clinic, I've only had 3 people ever say they have a higher sex drive. Everyone else, I only have 3 that have said that. Everyone else struggles. And that is a big thing, right? And not a lot of people speak about it, and it needs to be spoken about. And this product really helps assist that, which I found was fantastic. Reduces inflammation. Maybe you're looking to reduce appetite cravings. This is a big thing because it's balancing the sugar levels out as well. So you can notice that. And also you get fuller quicker as well. A calm and rest state. Something I suffer with anxiety and stress, and I have ADHD like a squirrel. Usually 99 tabs are open. Since I've been using this product in the last 9 months, literally has been a game changer. Like 99 tabs are closed, one's open. I'm focusing on what I'm doing at a time. There's times where I sit and I catch myself going, I'm not thinking of anything. This is so random. This is so weird to be so calm, and just a little disclaimer, I had a follow-up appointment because I'm neurodiverse. I see a psychiatrist, and because of certain chronic medications that I'm on. And I had a session with him this week on Monday. And within the first 15 minutes of our conversation, he just said, wait, 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 wait. What have you done? What are you doing? Because you are literally a different person, kind of thing. How calm I was, how together I was. I wasn't all over the show. And that was before even on medication. And I told him, and he's like stoked. And he was like, send me the information. He wants the studies, he wants to see what this product is about. So medical professionals are becoming open to hearing about change because they're looking for things that work as well. And so that was a real eye opener for me that other people have started to notice the changes as well. And so you'll see there as well, there are so many benefits with hormones, perimenopause, those symptoms have like totally gone, those hot flushes. I now sleep through the night, which has been really great. And so, excuse me, my son has been sleeping through the night. Usually he'd wake up at 11, 12 o'clock at night. And now he sleeps through until at least 4:30 in the morning. So he's getting his full 9 hours, but it was a nightmare. For me, one of the biggest changes with how this product has changed my family's life is my son has autism and a whole host of other things. And since been using this product, his meltdown seizures were usually 1 to 2 hours at a time, sometimes multiple times in a day. It was absolute chaos in our house. Everyone was stressed all over the show, fighting constantly, shouting constantly, sleepless nights and everything. Since he's been using Fix, he's gone from failing to passing. And doing really well, getting higher percents. He's able to read properly now. He really battled before. He was on a pre-grade R in grade 3. He's now on a grade 3 level, and that all started to change after Fix. That's the only thing that changed. Same thing for my daughter. And his meltdowns are now 5 to 10, 15 minutes max. And really spaced out. We can actually make it through a homework session now. So because he has PDA, he's permanently in fight and flight. So with using this is just regulates his nervous system. It has literally changed our home and family dynamics. And that is something I want to share with the world because everyone needs peace. Okay, everyone needs peace and calm. You can go to the next slide, please. So Fix is an incredible product. Please speak to the person who invited you to send you some more information, to send you videos. Join the testimonial group on Facebook. We've got over 10,000 testimonials. You'll hear a few at the end tonight. It's just a revolutionary product that everyone needs to balance their systems with and reset. The next product I'm going to chat about, which I really enjoy. I'm not a coffee drinker, but obviously I tried it. Really lovely. And the Slim Core Java, it's a functional coffee. So this helps with metabolism, energy, focus, and craving control. I call this keyword support. This is a supportive product. So if you are looking to lose weight and you want to reset your system with Fix, and then you can add on a support product in the Slim Core Java to help kickstart that metabolism. And it helps the body burn fat and for weight management 3 times faster than what normal diet, healthy eating and exercise will do. So it's just that supportive tool. It boosts your metabolism to burn energy and fat more effectively, stabilizes your blood sugar levels, helps with cravings. There's no crashes. I'm extremely sensitive to caffeine. It hypes me up 10 love, and then it crashes and burns. And I would have my cup in the morning and put my Fix in it and literally would be stabilized the whole day, which is really great. And it's a treatment coffee. So there's no jitters or crash. You can go to the next slide. It also works on the brain. So it helps with focus, memory, concentration as well, appetite control, and it replaces a daily habit most people are doing anyway. It's easy to stay consistent. It's not just a coffee. It's not a quick fix. It's a daily support tool. Okay, so that is our coffee. It's Italian roast coffee, and it's got some incredible ingredients in, which I absolutely love. So our next product I want to chat about is Emulin 5. Emulin 5 is a blood sugar chaperone. So, and a metabolic support. The key word for Emulin 5 is control. This is another root cause healing product. It goes to the core. So it supports blood sugar balance, insulin resistance, your insulin function as well, how your body metabolizes and digests carbohydrates, your sugars, your metabolic health. So people with metabolic error imbalances, and they call it metabolic X, works at a cellular level. So this is also cell-to-cell communication and helps your body use sugar properly instead of it storing it as fat. You can go to the next slide. So when the body releases too much glucose, okay, for energy in long-term stress mode, what ends up happening, the body can only absorb so much. The rest gets stored as fat, right? So it supports insulin signaling. It moves glucose into cells and helps the body absorb 30% more of and using it for energy than it storing, and reduces excess sugar in the bloodstream and prevents fat storage. So if you are someone that are making changes in their diet and generally have a higher carbohydrate type diet, this is definitely a product you'd like to use. But also the powerful product is that it also is brilliant for immune system, autoimmune, as well as inflammation. So if you are struggling with a lot of inflammation in the body, this is a game changer. It also, when the blood sugar is balanced and stabilized, you get a lot of blood sugar balance, fewer cravings. It improves your mood. This has got lion's mane in it as well, which is a great product, which I absolutely love, and a whole lot of other ingredients as well, which chat to the person who invited you and they can send you some more information on all these products as well. And better mood. So this addresses why you have cravings and why fat storage is happening. Okay, so it's a control product. It moves sugar into the cells and it helps your body use the sugar instead of storing it. Okay. Um, you can go to the next slide. Super. So the daily impact here, we know we are resetting with Fix. We are supporting with the Java coffee, if that is something that a person needs. And we are controlling the system if it needs that, especially with inflammation, blood sugar balance. Most people are on quite a high carbohydrate way of eating. And this is just helps control the system. And why this matters is that when there's blood sugar imbalance in the body, it increases cravings, which increases fat storage and increases your visceral fat as well, which just is that whole negative feedback cycle that doesn't stop until it balances. And the only way, like they always say, it's doing the same thing over and over and over, expecting a different outcome. Okay, and that's what happens in our body. It's not a fat burner, it's not a stimulant. It's a metabolic control tool. Okay, you can move to the next one. Then we got one of my other favorite products, which I love, is fulvic acid. I've worked with fulvic acid for as long as I can remember, but this is the first time I've really found a fulvic acid that doesn't taste disgusting. It's got a very minimal taste. You can barely taste it. Which blew my socks off when I tried it for the first time because I was like so nervous putting these 3 mils in my water and it's going to taste ghastly. And it was awesome. I love it. It's a liquid mineral complex. So this has over 70 plus trace minerals and elements, amino acids. It's got loaded with antioxidants as well. It works on a cellular level. So another root cause healing product here as well. Works on a cellular level and also has your oh, I forgot to say, Emulin 5 also has probiotics, prebiotics, and postbiotics. So really good for the gut. This also has your flora, your gut flora products here as well. It works at a cellular level and helps the body absorb nutrients properly. So this works at a foundation level. So we reset with Fix, we support with Java, we control with Emulin 5, and our foundation is fulvic acid. Because you can take the most expensive, most incredible, world's #1 supplementation, but if your body, your gut is not absorbing it, it's not going to work, right? So it's not what you take, it's how your body actually absorbs it. And this is why so many people are malnourished and deficient in things because their gut isn't absorbing things. It's also non-chelated as well, which means it's a slow release in the body. It binds to the good nutrients to absorb, and it binds to the toxicities and the metals and the parasites, candidas, viruses, and so on, and pulls that out the body. So very important note with your fulvic acid is you can mix all of the products together. You can mix your Fix together, you can have it with your fulvic and everything, your Vericel, you can have it with your greens that we're going to chat about, all of the products, but not with capsules. So if you are using fulvic, you can take your Emulin or any other medication or tablet supplementation 2 hours before or 2 hours after taking fulvic because you don't want it to bind to that and pull it out. Okay? Because it's a slow release capsules. So it transports them into the cells, improves absorption, supports detox as well, great for heavy metals and toxins, radiation, all of those things, and also gets it's an antimicrobe. So poor absorption is poor results, better absorption, better energy, better digestion, better results in general, and removes wastes from the body and works at a cellular level, which is really great. You can go to the next slide. So with using this product, especially if you have digestive issues, this is a product that you want to have. If you have poor energy as well, you want to start adding in fulvic. I always say a great place to start with your fix, add in your fulvic. And if you need control, especially with blood sugar, inflammation, those kind of things, add in the emulin. That's how I like to layer it in the ecosystem. This fills the nutritional gaps as well. It's great. It's got electrolytes in as well, and it supports the daily health. Very easy and easy to use. It's not a weight loss product. It's not a stimulant, and it's not a quick fix. It's a daily cellular food. So think of cell food on a foundational level. You can go to the next slide. Then we got our super greens, which is proactive greens. I'm very excited. When Kelly came to visit us in South Africa about 2 weeks ago doing a tour, she brought some over for me. I purchased some because I have FOMO. I have to know. I have to use it. So I've been using the proactive greens for about 2 weeks now. Absolutely love them. Also, usually these super green kind of products taste like grass, literally. And this tastes so nice. It's got a tropical punch flavor, and I love the little concoction that you can just add all your things into one drink and Bob's your uncle, right? It contains 40 plus whole foods, fruits, and vegetables in its purest form, rich in glyconutrients, as well as if you ask the person who invited you to send you information on the super greens and just look at the label and see what all is in there. It's insane. You would think it would taste ghastly, but it tastes really lovely. There's nothing artificial in there. What I love about our products, if God made it, it's in it, kind of thing. Nothing is artificial in the products, and that is something that really speaks to me about our products and the quality of it as well. It's a blend of your greens, fruits, vegetables, plants. It's specifically for your gut. So many people are malnourished. They don't have the right nutrients in, and why we end up getting so many issues as well. So this is a gap filler. It helps for your gut health, brilliant for gut, for digestion, energy. It's just a whole body wellness, your immune system. It's literally your full multivitamin mineral of what you're needing to take in as well. It also gently detoxes the system as well. This is great if you can get your kids to drink this because it just fills in everything. Most people don't get their fruits and vegetable servings in, right? And this is where you can really get, because usually the norm is 6 to 12 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables. Here you're getting 40 plus. It's pretty insane. So provides all the essential nutrients. This product, I call it the nourish product. This is where you want to nourish the cells, nourish the body. And because pure nutrition, when we have poor nutrition, this is when our energy is low, our energy is unstable, our sugar levels imbalanced. We start with cravings. We have poor digestion and peristalsis and movement, more prone to constipation. This is loaded with fiber as well. And the body already detoxes. Now we just need to support the process with it as well. You can move to the next slide. So here, with daily impact, there's going to be better digestion, more natural energy, improved gut health, better overall wellness, fills in those gaps, supports daily health, boosts the immune system. It's not a weight loss product. It's not a quick fix. It's a daily nutritional tool just to fill in the gaps and really nourish the system. So, yeah, you can move to the next slide. So this and that product is coming. Sorry, the proactive greens is going to be launching in the market in the next 2 or so months. So watch the space. Really excited for everyone to get their hands on it. Now, we always say usually lightning strikes once. and you get an incredible product in a company. We are very blessed. Lightning struck a second time, and we have Vericel. So I'm just going to touch on Vericel. We will do more showcases and go a little bit more in depth in Vericel, what is coming. This is glyconutrients. Now, there's another network marketing company that had a product, an Ace Mannan product, a glyconutrient product, and it's been around for over 40 years, and it was taken out of the market. And we now have our hands on that technology and have reformulated it to be 4 times more effective than what people were getting there. And we have patented pending product with us at MPG, and I'm so excited to share it with you. It's a cell-to-cell communication. So another root cause healing product. It's the 3 things to remember here is defend, repair, renew. This is a stem cell product. It's Ace Mannan, which comes from a plant, from aloe vera, and also for scolin, which is a seaweed plant extract. Once again, not a man-made thing, and just put in the right technology and system for the body. The predecessor product that was available many years ago tasted horrific. And I know there's a few people on this call that have used it before and knows how terrible it tasted. It was ghastly. And this has no flavor. It's in a powdered form, and you add your scoop to your fix, any drink that you drink in, your smoothie, your shake, whatever, and it's tasteless. So that was like, check, this is going to be a game changer when I add this to my son's products. It's for cell-to-cell communication, fixing in the body, healing and repairing in the body where it needs to. So it's such clever biohacking, these products, because that's why everyone's results are different at different paces, because it goes to where your body needs it most and starts from there, right? And works its way out. For immune function, this product is a game changer for people with autoimmune. Think cancer, think AIDS, think viruses, think immune system compromise. It's crazy. And the results that people have been having with Ace Mannan has just been incredible. You'll see Chantel's been using it for the last 2 weeks, and she shared a testimonial on Tuesday evening, just the difference that she's feeling. Also, like I said, we've got a testimonial group, people that have been using it. It's launched in April in the UK and in the States and Canada and North America, and people's results are just coming in as well for repair, regeneration, and it just helps your body repair, protect, and function at a deeper level. This product, you can go to the next, I call optimization. So we always want to reset the body first. We want to control things if control is needed and support where support is needed. We want to cell-to-cell communication with fulvic for better absorption, digestive health, and then we want to optimize. You can't optimize if you haven't reset. Does that make sense? Okay. So with the ecosystem here as well, fixes your reset. So think your nervous system and fat metabolism. Slim Core is a support product if needed, if weight is a thing that people are wanting to target as well, and energy, focus, cravings. That's a great add-on. Your Emulin 5 is to control blood sugar, carbohydrate, digestion, inflammation, pain. Your Fulvic is a foundation product. Think absorption, cell food, probiotics, antimicrobe. And your super greens, your proactive greens, is a nutritional product where there's a lot of deficits in the body. And your Vericel is to optimize. This is taking your body and your health to a next superior level. You can go to the next slide. So you can go to the next slide. Super. So we want to go back to. So we want to reset with fix, and then we want to build onto that foundation of And this is where we can customize. We can customize your health journey with what your body needs. So speak to the person who invited you and have a consultation with them. They're going to ask you questions about your health. I'm putting together a checklist and everything to see so you can manage and check and see where you're at in your health and what you need support with. And we can guide you and customize a health plan for you in our ecosystem of products of what your body needs. And it all starts with resetting the system. So this is where we can personalize, and I believe in layering. It's a layering process of what your body actually needs and not everything just at once. Next slide. And then we go to optimization. Veracell should be coming. Some little birdies said maybe in the next month or two. So I'm really excited. We have one or two people in the country that have had access to this to start using it, so which is really, really exciting. I chose not to use Veracell, even though I really wanted to. I chose to use another product that is coming into the market soon as well, called Fit. And Fit, I'm not going to be speaking about tonight. We'll do that in another showcase, but Fit is a subcutaneous fat burning product. So watch this space as I get trim and slim and energized. Definitely love the product as well. And we want to reset the system, get results, start feeling better, start sleeping better, to optimization. You can go to the next slide. Is that the end? Super, on point. So the products as a whole, there is so many incredible products here. We tend to speak about Fix the most, right? But I personally have been using all of the products. The only product I don't have that's coming to South Africa is Veracell and Core Immunity, which is an immune boosting product. Really great, budget friendly product to just optimize and boost the immune system. And it's super, super exciting of what we have our hands on and the quality, and finding a product that does what it says it's going to do. And the results just speak volumes. I haven't had a sleeping tablet in 9 months, and I don't even wake up during the night anymore to go and wee. My perimenopause ladies, those night trips kind of thing, and then you battle to fall asleep again. So I just want to share, um, there's 3 ladies that I'd like to share, will invite to share their testimonial that are using quite a number of the products as well. And I'm going to ask Steph if you wouldn't mind unmuting, my friend. Steph is all the way from North America, and Steph's on a lot of the products. So she's going to give you a short rundown of how things have changed since she's been using the ecosystem.
Yes, thank you, Candace. This has been absolutely fabulous. Even I just learned so much more here too. So, as Candace said, I'm on a number of products, and I started with the Fix, and my main goals were inflammation, and sleeping. That's like, I wanted to sleep. And honestly, within a week of starting Fix, I was sleeping, like actually sleeping, and falling asleep within 5 minutes, which was completely unheard of, like my entire life. I'm a like, got the brain going on. And it's just like, oh, it's time to sleep. And I sleep. And it's so great. I love it. So that alone would have been enough for me. But the reduced inflammation has been fantastic. My hair is growing back. It's like people actually make fun of it now because when I put it in a ponytail, all my little hairs are sticking out, and they're like, "What's happening with you?" And I'm like, "My hair's growing." It's so it's just the funniest little things. The um, Less bloating. Actually, I'd forgotten about that one until you kind of mentioned it. So many things. So then I started to layer it in because I was like, I need all these things. I want to feel even better. The fulvic was really, I just heard about the benefits and was like, yeah, I feel like I want that. And so filling those gaps. And I have a very fast digestive system. So it's sort of like in 30 minutes out. And so I'm not getting the absorption, I don't think, that, my body requires. So I was like, man, I need some support for that. So I actually got the fulvic and the greens at the same time, and I mixed those because I wanted to load up those nutrients and have my body actually use them. So the fulvic and the greens have been, I don't know, they're just like the feel goods for me. I love them so much and they taste so good. I was so scared about ordering greens because I've done it before and they taste like dirt. And I was like, I don't want that. So when I got them, I was so pleasantly surprised, and I was like telling everyone, like, you need to try this. You need to try this. It's so good. So I like want to drink it. And the only issue is I don't want to drink it so fast because I want it to last longer. So so I put it in a really big jug and I drink it really slow so that I can have more. Or I trick my brain into thinking that. So it's just been like it's made me feel really, really good. It's kind of a pick me up in the afternoon, which I love. Um, I have to say I have now been on Vericel for just over 2 weeks. And this one has been a huge game changer for me. So I had gone through some pretty decent sized blows health wise and I was diagnosed with some stuff, and that affects my entire body and my nervous system. And so to have the fix and then now the varicella, or I went to see my doctor and she'd seen me a couple weeks before because we were going through results. And as soon as she saw me, she said, "Holy cow, your face, what's happening? What are you doing?" Because I had just had biopsies done I was being tested for lupus and on top of the other things. And sh I told her about varicella, and she's like, "Don't stop. Whatever you are doing, do not stop. This is incredible." And so the other things that I have felt since onboarding the varicella as well as I actually almost couldn't walk like 2 weeks ago, and truly couldn't walk without severe, severe pain. And I would say from that, I am down to maybe 5% out of 100 of pain. It's incredible. Uh, I don't know, but when you can get that, get it. It's
Thank you
incredible.
so much, Steph. I absolutely love it. So you can see how that ecosystem with adding those things, n- uh, you would battle if you don't reset the system first. And now you optimizing, right? It's
Yeah,
amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. I knew that I needed to ask you.
thank you.
Um, and then I'm going to ask Tanya if you would just jump on for your short testimony. And please, I would love for you to also share your husband's testimony as well.
Hi, everyone, and thank you, Candice. Loved your presentation. All right, so I was very interested in getting fixed for my husband because he has ischemic heart disease. He had a heart attack at the age of 34, and that was almost 16 years ago. So it's always been something that we've had to monitor and watch, and he's a very healthy individual. But what I'd noticed around November time was that he was extremely stressed. He had been popping these Rennie's tablets, which is like a digestive tablet, like sweets, which is really not what he should be taking with his heart condition. He was also very irritable and short and just totally out of character, which for me were red flags. And we showed the white papers and some of the videos to his cardiologist, and it just was perfectly timed as he had his checkup. And he gave him the green light. And very shortly after taking it, he already his digestion improved almost immediately. So he hasn't been popping any of those antacid pills. or those Rennie's tablets, he is definitely a lot calmer. My dad, who comes into our workplace every now and again, noticed a change and also noticed that he was more focused and organized. He definitely a lot less stressed. I asked the staff if they'd noticed any change, and they noticed that he was definitely a lot more chilled. We noticed it at home. He also noticed centimeters. He actually said to me, does this stuff make you lose weight? Because I'm feeling like everything is roomier. And he was thrilled with that because he works out and he was struggling to get the waistline slimmer and trimmer. So he was very happy about that. Um, and the other recent thing, so because he's been on for a while, one notices the benefits every month. There's like something new, okay? And he's also been a very bad traveler, so terrible on flights, suffers from altitude sickness as well. And he was recently on a trip to Johannesburg. It was a very bad turbulent flight, and he was totally as cool as a cucumber. He said he actually couldn't wait to tell me. He said, you won't believe how bumpy that flight was, and like nothing happened to me. I was like perfectly fine. So that was something. Then for me personally, I have been on sleeping tablets on prescription since 2018, and I'm actually off my sleeping tablets, and it's not something that I would have experimented with because I'm so dependent on them. And literally, I would and could not sleep without a sleeping tablet. But my medication failed to arrive, and I was actually quite panicked, if I can be honest. And I actually started looking for other drugs around the house or medication that would make me drowsy. So I wasn't looking forward to a sleepless night. And anyway, I couldn't find anything, and I slept through. I couldn't believe it. Next night, same thing. Anyway, a whole week went by and I was sleeping. So by the time my medication arrived, I didn't take it, and that's it, me done. So there's that. I've also had like a rash all over my back for years that usually flares up with stress. And I actually thought that it was permanently stained. That is completely gone. Um, and then I know that there's something else. Um, I think, yeah, all my perimenopause, yeah, night sweats and all of that, totally gone. Even right through a very, very hot summer, didn't have any of that. No night sweats. It seems like all those symptoms have gone away. So it's been an absolute game changer for us, for our family. Being able to sleep through the night is an absolute gift. It's actually amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Candice.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Tanya. I appreciate you and excited to hear more results as we use it for longer, right? And lastly, I just want to introduce Kelly. Kelly from Canada. She's absolutely incredible. I thank Kelly every day for introducing these products to me. Because of her, my family is thriving the way it is right now. So, Kels, if you could just share your testimony and then just close us out.
Awesome. Oh my gosh, Candace. Well, I'll talk about how much of a phenomenal educator you are here in a second. I'll just quickly share my testimony. And so I've been on the product for about 11 months now. Hi, everybody. So before Fix, I was majorly in perimenopause. I'm 49. I don't think I had a good sleep in years. I was bloated. I had brain fog. I was anxious all the time. I'm a very positive person, but I was going around my life feeling anxious, like the sky was gonna fall any minute. And also, I was very active, but I kept gaining weight. I was in that loop that Candace talks about where I was doing all the right things and nothing seemed to be working health-wise. And so I got on Fix because I was very open to looking for solutions after years of being frustrated with my health. And within the first 2 weeks, I was sleeping like a baby. That was the first thing that changed for me. I would go to bed, my mind wouldn't race, I'd fall asleep, I'd have deep rest, and I'd wake up rested. I'd wake up before my alarm went off, which wasn't, I was always a snooze pusher. And so I woke up, I felt like I had energy. The bloatedness started to go away. My brain fog started to go away. And what was a big game changer for me was for the first time in probably my life, I felt calm. I was like, you know what? Life is still happening. There's still chaos. There's still things going on. Yet in the middle of it all, I feel calm. And what a game changer mentally and emotionally, spiritually, physically. for myself. That was huge. And then I lost visceral fat. I went down 2 points in visceral fat, and 5 inches within the first couple months, which was great. I now, of course, have layered in a lot of the other products, but I stayed just on Fix for the first few months. And I honestly don't feel like I have perimenopause. It's like perimenopause does not exist. The next thing is I layered in Fulvic. And I can tell you one of the biggest changes when I layered in Fulvic was my digestion. I didn't think I had a digestion problem because who knows what normal is. Yet I can tell you I started to really just have a regular digestion. And it made such a difference in my fatigue and my energy levels. And it just heightened all the things that I was already feeling that were starting to improve. I then layered in the greens. And I layered in Varicel for the last month. So just in closing, I'll share, I don't have massive health conditions, yet I want to be proactive with my health, and I'd rather spend the money to feel great versus spend the money once I'm sick. That's my perspective. And so I got on Varicel and I flew 32 hours to South Africa. I traveled for 10 days straight, working 10 to 15 hours, traveling to 4 different cities. And then I flew 32 hours home and I felt great. I did not get sick. I was not dragging. My energy levels were still the same. And so I believe that's a testament to being on Varicel. My nails are growing, my hair is growing. It's anti-aging. I have zero makeup on, like zero. I feel like I have good skin at the age of 49. My skin's improving. So I love the products. So in closing, because we're going to transition here, Candace, I just want to say kudos, like phenomenal job. You are in your genius right now, educating and sharing on products and taking what can be very complicated to learn and understand and making it very simple, so that we understand the value of the products and what we want to use and why we want to use it and why we want to share it with the people that we love and care about. So thank you so much. Everybody who is on this call, I hope you got value. And you know what? Get back to the person if you're a guest who invited you and have an honest conversation if you're open to it about your health and get some support.